Welcome to Hell, the podcast for sinners, where you send us your tales of iniquity and we offer our infernal judgment.
So you died, get over it, we have. You think you're the first one to be haunted by a supernatural jungle-based board game.
Swing on that vine and ride that rhino right through the fiery gates for a good old-fashioned gossip with me, Daniel Fox, comedian, mosquito preserved in amber, and Hell's resident receptionist.
And me, Dane Buckley, comedian, vivacious Gruffalo, and Lobster Angel. Lobster Angel.
Lobster Angel.
Lobster Angel.
Darling.
Darling. I'm posh now.
Lobster Angel.
Vivacious Gruffalo, my new fragrance.
Yeah, the new fragrance by Dane Buckley. Also, Ride That Rhino, a video I assume both of us
Yeah,
watched.
and also swing on that vine. I was like,
on specialist websites. Absolutely watch that. How are you doing, my love?
Very well. Hot.
So fucking hot.
The sun has come out.
Oh my gosh, we're recording this on, if you're in the UK, those days when it was fucking hot. If you're not in the UK, we had like 2 days where it hit 28 degrees, which for our American listeners is
Perpetual
3,000
heat.
degrees Fahrenheit.
We're not children off the heat.
You're from the time when Fahrenheit was around. What's it in
How dare you? In Roman days, we had a sun god called Mercury.
Do you know, can you do Fahrenheit at all? Is it double? No.
I can't do it, but also not all parts of America has it, which is ridiculous.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They also, they do pounds but not stone. Is that right?
That's right. Stop being, like,
What are
stop
you doing?
sitting on the fence, America.
Stop, pick.
Make up your mind.
Lean into the loveliness of because yeah, I get it. A pound, fine. I love a pound. I love to talk in pounds.
But I don't want to sound like a wrestler weighing in at 289 pounds. It's
Yeah.
Dane's left arm. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, no.
And also embrace the sort of like Harry Potter-esque nuts,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah, galleons, all of that
Yeah.
shit. Where it's like 12 of these make a this, and 14
Yeah.
pounds make a stone, and
You sound less.
lovely. You
I am
sound
just
less.
15 stone. What's
And a
the
stone can be a very small, beautiful thing.
diamond.
A little, but 12 bits of amethyst. That's all I am.
A name. We had a gorgeous message from a deviled egg. Can I read it to you?
Yeah, go on. I love it when a deviled egg sends us a gorgeous message. Oh, I just sipped the drink before
I
you'd
just
introduced
seen
it.
you sipping that drink, and now you're going to cheat and work out what the ingredients are
I'm
whilst
going
I
to think
speak.
on it while you read this letter.
Christmas spice, Christmas spice. Darlings! I love the podcast. I was recently on a train from Basel to Berlin. Where's Basel?
Love that you said Berlin.
Berlin.
Berlin?
Berlin.
Berlin.
Berlin. He's a brother of Merlin, I believe. Where is Basil?
Basil.
Where is she?
I think it's just outside the M25. I don't know. Is it Germany still?
I don't know.
No, carry
We'll
on.
find out. Unfortunately, my train was plagued with heterosexual football fans. In order to block out their incessant toxic masculine dribble, which is exactly the same in Swiss German and English, annoying as fuck. Okay, Swiss German. I put my headphones on to listen to your podcast. However, I hadn't connected my headphones and the loudest darling echoed throughout the train. It was glorious.
I love that.
I absolutely love that.
Sitting amongst a load of straight lads and then having darling coming out of your phone. I'm actually watching the football too.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a
Different commentating.
We should commentate a match one day.
Oh my
We
God.
should do like a charity live stream or something.
Oh my God, please. I kid you not. A few years back, someone said, can you check the score on the television for the football? And I was like, oh.
You were doing some lovely pronunciations today. We've had Berlin. We've had inaccessant instead of incessant. And just then we had a few years back.
Oh my God, what's happening
years
to me?
back.
I'm multicultural. I'm off the people now. But anyway, my uncle asked me to go and check the score, and I don't know how football works. And I said it was 2 minus 2. I said, does that mean the score's 0? I honestly thought that's how it worked.
-2, okay, yeah.
Now I know it's 2-2, that means, doesn't it?
Yeah. What do you think the campiest of the mainstream sports is?
Trampolining?
Are we calling it a mainstream sport? I used to have a trampoline. I used to
Well-
trampoline all the time.
Oh, netball, one of those little dramatic ones, maybe.
Well, is netball women only?
I don't. It wasn't
Do you know
my
what?
school.
I'm loving the rise of women's football.
Yeah.
I would like a men's netball team. I would like gay netball.
Lovely gay
It has to be
netball.
exclusively camp gay men.
Volleyball's quite
That's camp.
camp.
But in a sort of 80s way. What about, I mean, tennis?
and rounders a little bit, no?
Rounders, yeah.
Is that a sport?
Well, no. Well, baseball, I guess, for Americans.
Orienteering's pretty
Kind
camp.
of cricket.
Running through the forest going, oh!
Orienteering, yeah. I'm talking mainstream sport, you faggot.
I didn't-
Orienteering, rounders.
Fencing.
Well, fencing dancing is quite camp, isn't it? I guess the sort of.
Shock. I
Yeah.
didn't go in for the sports.
Oh, well, let's talk. We're thinking rugby, football, tennis, golf. Are those probably the main?
Not golf.
The ones people watch
Tennis,
on,
then maybe,
on telly.
right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
The pluck of the ball.
Lacrosse.
Yes.
Lacrosse is camp.
There we go.
Yeah.
But yes, let's get narrating football.
Yes, let's do a football narration. Oh, what's she doing now? Go on, girl.
Yeah, look at the balls in that one.
Oh.
She starched her knickers.
Oh,
and
she
Novas.
don't look happy about that. She's got a face on her.
I would pay to see you as a referee.
I'd love to wave the little card around. I'd love the power.
Oh yeah.
Drink. Tell me about your drink.
Well, I
Dane's
will
made
do.
a drink.
This drink is called. Well, have a sip, which you already did already.
Have.
Devil Woman. She's called, which is also a song by Santana.
Oh, I don't know the song.
Red Devil Woman. Yeah.
Sing it for us.
I don't know. A lot of guitar wanking.
Okay.
Before my time. Ask one of your original faces.
There's a ginger lime. There's a ginger and a lime in this, and an alcohol. Because we used to make this when I worked as a caterer. Thank you. When I worked as a caterer in,
Well, hold on. I made this cocktail up. So why were you making this cocktail?
we used to make ginger lime fizz when we
Right.
did
Posh.
when we served drinks at the Royal Palaces. Thank you. Did I serve a ginger lime fizz to Princess Anne? Yes, I did. Did I spill
Yes.
a cup of boiling tea over Princess Anne? Yes, I
I
did.
heard that you scolded the Queen.
Burned,
or the woman.
burned Princess Anne, the Princess Royal. Yeah, she screamed.
Gosh, delicious. Attacking. Gosh,
Attacking
fuck the
Monarchy.
from the get-go.
Yeah. I want to get them
I nearly
all.
said patriarchy like Taylor Swift
Fuck
there.
the pain, yeah.
Well, yes, there's ginger ale and there's lime. Any other
What's the spirit like? Is it gin?
vodka?
Okay.
What's that gorgeous sweetness at the back there? Old world sweetness.
Oh,
Grape juice.
no, you shouldn't have told me that because I could have guessed that. Thank you. I was going to go off the fact that you said old world sweetness. I was going to say I think that's grape juice actually. There's something very of the vine in there. I think
It's nice though, isn't
It's
it?
really nice. Yeah, it's not too strong.
It's got something for you where it's like acid and something for me sweet. Just like
Yeah,
our
it's like-
personalities.
It's nice that being true. What's particularly delicious is that we didn't wash the straw the last time we used it, and there's some just little caked on bits of
Rhubarb.
rhubarb.
I thought that would add to the flavour because there's very good nutrients in aged dried rhubarb. Enjoy that. What have you been up to, bitch?
What have I been up to? I went and saw. I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but I went and saw the Romeo and Juliet that Tom Holland is in. You know what? Good. I don't need to see Romeo and Juliet again in my life.
I know
I've
what
seen it.
happens, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I've got it. He was great. He's a very good actor.
He is good looking, you're right.
He is very beautiful. Like, he's obviously not either of our types, although with the new scally lad haircut that he's got which has sent the gays into a frenzy online, he's got like a sort of builder lad haircut. And it's sort of meant to be like city kind of modern day gang kind of families. He's fit. My boyfriend's eyes were like popping out of his head because he's absolutely in love with him, which is why I brought him. And we were quite near the front. It was very bizarre. It's just really weird watching someone so famous on a stage and being like, "Oh, you're a real human being."
Who was the Juliet?
I don't know her name. She was good.
You're such a queer.
Well, they didn't. No, they
know who she was.
No, didn't see her. They sold the whole show just off him.
Yeah.
And then they announced the other cast sort of afterwards.
That's
like,
fair, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that is fair. But also,
no one's like, well, she was in Holy City.
but if he is sick one day, there's going to be like those fans were rabid.
Oh yeah.
People will lose their mind. And also they're expensive tickets and people have bought them exclusively for him because that's all they sold it on. So if they're like, oh, it's the understudy, no, thank you.
Romeo and Juliet. Yeah. A bit boring. Yeah.
It's a bit boring because we've seen it.
Yeah.
What's nice about it is that there's just one plot.
Yeah.
And it's quick.
And that is Nurse. She's iconic. She's overbearing.
Yeah, she was great actually. The actress playing her was great.
Because of course the film is Miriam Margolyes and Baz Luhrmann.
Yes, great.
Stolen from a beautiful Celtic legend called Tristan and Isolde, Romeo and Juliet.
Is it really?
Which is actually much better. A Cornish princess and an Irish princess and a Cornish king.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah, he actually nicked a lot of his story. I mean, yes, he did the
Is that like
wordsmith.
something people have written about?
Yeah. I didn't realise, but he nicked a lot of stories. And then, Irish mythology has a thing called the Children of Lear about a king who has 3 kids.
Oh,
King Lear. There's loads. He added the word smithery.
I think a lot of it is adapted.
Yeah.
Sort of
And he's ugly, so.
Annie Ugly.
And he ugly.
Bit of a gay though.
Oh, with
Shakespeare.
Was he?
Yeah, I think he had a boyfriend.
With that face, who cares?
He had the little single earring. Here he is reincarnated today. Look at him, Annie Ugly.
Excuse me, we're very different features.
You are
I have
very
hair
different
and
people.
not a big fluffy collar.
Yes, I would love to see you with your forehead shaved back to like midway on hair and then a nice long.
I will never be drunk in front of you because I'll wake up. Look, darling, for the podcast.
a nice Jacobean doublet.
Well, we're going to see some theatre tonight, aren't
We're going to the theatre tonight. We're going to see Hadestown.
It's my
Very
birth-
on brand.
Your birthday gift to me.
Yeah, my birthday gift to you.
Yeah, it is on brand. I've heard
Very
such
on
good things.
Little hellish musical. I've seen it once. It's one of my. I keep swinging in this chair. It's one of my favourite musicals. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good music.
After Dan Fox the musical.
After Dan Fox the musical,
And what else have you been up to?
I have. What have I mean? Just sweltering in this heat like a little slug. There has been around me
Little albino slug.
little albino slug, a name I used to dance under. There are multiple women in my neighbourhood.
My name is Dane.
There are multiple women sitting in front of me today in this studio. No, there are multiple women around where I live who use parasols, and I think that's so
Oh my
good.
God.
Some of them just umbrellas, full-on umbrellas, and they're like. There was a woman this morning walking with her husband, but she was holding up a big umbrella to block herself.
I love the drama.
And I was like, maybe I need to get into that. I'll never have sex again, but maybe I
What
need
changes
to
a
get into
parasol from umbrella? How does one define?
that. In my mind, parasol has to look a little bit brighter.
Yeah.
And maybe the material doesn't need to
Lighter.
be waterproof.
Yeah, and it's usually a material like cotton or linen or
Yes.
knitted or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this one was just using a full golf umbrella,
Gorgeous.
but creating her own shade. And I was thought maybe that's me. Maybe I could do that.
Yeah.
Maybe I could pull off an umbrella around
Or a
town.
parasol.
have
Have
you
someone
got?
hold it for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now, what have you been up to?
I'm glad you asked. I'm bringing back the fringe-wash.
Go on.
You're a busy woman. You're on the go. I haven't got time to... Because when I wash my hair, she goes...
Yeah. Puffs
So if
out
I
like a
look
dinner
nice...
lady.
Yeah, basically. They're like, oh, Dane can pick up satellite on that. I will look nice the day after I wash it. And I can't always time it that way. So sometimes I just wash the front little bit and give her a little framing. And the back's not done. Little dry shampoo.
Oh.
Hit the town.
You do a dry shampoo, glamour.
If needed. And
I always
love the
wanted to be those
drama.
girls
Oh
with
my
the
God.
brushing the dry
Fabulous.
shampoo.
Dry
Yeah,
shampoo. The little handbag one. Sorry, coming from
I can't wait until we are elderly women.
I cannot
Go for
wait.
a rinse and a set.
You know when they put you in that thing that comes...
Yeah, that's all
both
I've ever
just-
wanted.
Me too.
Is it just a big hairdryer?
Yeah. Doesn't it seem quite extravagant?
It seems too much. Like it feels like it could just be.
It's not quite that though. They have what they would call, we'd say hairspray, but it is actually lacquer. They put lacquer on the hair, the curls in, and then this very intense heat comes on. But those pensioners' curls, they stay like that for a week. I used to touch them and be like, nothing would change them.
Yeah, my grandma used to have it, and
And then they go and get it done the next week. They have the little thing if it rains. I cannot wait.
and then do they just not wash the hair, and that's what the shower cap is
Yeah.
for?
Yeah.
What a world! What a fun
But it
little
doesn't
game
smell
to
or
play.
feel bad because I used to like...
No, because it's been fried.
Basically, I'd be like, you know, those monkeys that groom each other. I'd be at the back because I'm like, how old? I loved it. I was obsessed. I was like, isn't it amazing?
And I love that things have come. Like we think of that as a granny thing. Things have come around to the point that now, like 19-year-old boys are getting
Yeah.
the perm again.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, so funny.
It's come full circle.
You once had Japanese hair straightening.
My hair's neither curly or straight. It's just kinky, wavy. And I got Japanese hair straightening, which kills.
Is it?
They wash and dry and straighten your hair 3 times, and each time in between they apply a chemical that they really pull through. So I was like, yes, that's.
Oh.
So by the end, do you remember the Madonna video for Nothing Really Matters, the kind of Japanese one in the red dress?
Very vague.
The hair is like that, and I was like, right, okay, it's very clingy. Like you push it back. Cling
Oh.
like Japanese hair, which is gorgeous
Yeah.
on Japanese people. What it's not great on, and I hadn't thought through, don't do that and then have roots come through that are wavy, so you have a little curl and then this straight hair coming out like that. It
Like a
looked
spider.
like a really bad manga anime like cartoon.
Was everyone getting this at the time?
A lot of
Or
people
did you
were.
just
This was
decide
before
to set a
Brazilian hairdryer had come out, because Brazilian does it slightly nicer.
Oh, okay.
That's the newer one. I can't remember the posh name for that. It was the rage in Oz. I was in Oz at the time, but because I was sick of having to straighten my hair. And I had to
Yeah.
straighten my hair because it was my Dawson's Creek face. What do you mean? What are we? What do you mean your wife knows about me?
I wish my hair was a little bit more curly.
Do you know what? When I'm in Thailand, where my parents live, my hair is very, very curly because of the heat.
And the humidity, I imagine.
Yeah. So if I lived there, I'd be a
Yeah.
curly-haired person. I'd never have sex again.
What else have you been up to?
Well, I'm going to see Cyndi Lauper this week.
Are you?
I'm so excited.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes, I'm really, really excited. And
And you asked me to go, and I said no, thank you.
well, no, that's her one in February.
Oh,
So no,
you've
thank
already
you.
decided you're going to. Okay, fine.
You knew about it. Well, now I'm scared to book tickets for anything with a camp woman. In
Yeah,
case this
as
one.
you should be without asking.
Scared to see my therapist. I didn't invite Daniel Fox. So
I'm seeing my mother.
I'm very excited, and
That'd be great.
I was at when I was younger. I was at the Irish sessions. Irish people sing, the drop of the hat, and I hadn't learned newer songs. People in the session had done a song I was planning on doing, so that when they come around to me, they were like, "Have you got?" And I was like, "It's an old song I learned," and I just sang a slow version of "Girls Just Want to Have Fun," and they absolutely bought it.
Oh, they didn't know?
No, I was like, "My daddy says, what you gonna do with your life?" Oh, Daddy Deep, you're still number one. And afterwards, I was like, it's called Girls Just Want to Have Fun. The mental rights.
How old were these people that they didn't know?
They were like 80
Oh,
90,
okay.
yeah. But
I
it was an
love
Irish
that so
session. I
much.
told them it's called Girls Just Want to Have Fundamental Rights. It was like an old ballad about female emancipation. And they absolutely believed
Girls
me.
just want to have fundamental rights.
I just love that they're probably going around being like, this song, as you do in the folk music tradition, this song was taught to me by Dane Buckley. That's all they really want. Like someone's gonna be like, honey, I don't think Dane Buckley did write that song. I've been doing a lot of Pride gigs. It's Pride Month.
Yes, you have.
We as comedians get to do corporate Pride gigs, Deviled Eggs, where you get paid money, but the gigs are terrible.
To perform in a boardroom at 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
One of them last week said, "Oh, we're forced to be here. This is forced fun. Go on." I was like, "Oh, that's nice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you."
Guys, what's the deal with
Yeah,
anal?
like literally, one of them, I kid you not, they were having their team meeting. I had to sit in the team meeting, and under any other business, I stood up and did 10 minutes comedy. And I said, shall we tell them that I'm a comedian? Because I feel like they're like, is he from Floor 4?
Oh,
So
they
then
didn't even introduce you
They
as a
didn't
comedian.
introduce me, and they thought it'd be a fun thing. Under any other business, they were talking about this year's Christmas do, the tea and coffee kitty.
Oh my
Over to
God.
Dane, I was like, hi. What's the... Do you know, it was absolutely insane.
That's so funny. And also, there is nothing less funny in this world than being seated next to a colleague.
No.
Because you can't laugh at anything
No, exactly.
when Janine from HR is there.
100%.
Sandra from accounts.
But this is the month they care. And
this is the month they can.
She
And
pay
it's-
money.
It's the month they give.
And we have stories for a memoir,
They pay their penance and their tithes to the gays.
which would lead us naturally on to sin bins.
To sin.
What's
it's the
sin?
month
It's-
of sin.
It's the month of sin.
Sin pride.
Satan pride.
What is the sin bin? Thank you for asking, Dane. The sin bin, a place where Dane and I cast modern things into the eternal fire as new deadly sins to replace the old deadly sins, which are demo day. They are outdated. Many of them are good things. Do you know what? Pride, love it. Gluttony, who isn't? Lust. So Dane, you've brought something with you
I
today?
brought something here today, everyone. My name's Dane.
You've brought something in your heart that you want to cast into the eternal fire.
I saw them. I bought them. I was excited. It's what young, hot, hip people do. They were fucking vile. Frozen avocados.
Oh, what?
Iceland, you should be ashamed.
To do and then do you defrost or do you eat them cold?
Well, split opinion. Some people throw them in a smoothie. I don't buy avocados for a smoothie.
I don't like
I'm not
avocados
that...
in a smoothie, and whenever they're in a smoothie, I always go, "Can you not put them
Yeah,
in?" I don't
100%.
want like 9,000 calories and like a bizarre creaminess.
Yeah.
I want fruity.
Yeah, exactly. But some people then defrost them at room temperature for 2 hours and have them in a salad. I tried to do that.
Slimy.
They do not come back from the dead as avocado. They come back from this slimy, snotty, weird thing that's raw in the middle.
Like a sort of swamp
Yeah.
gunk. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm not for that. There's quite a few things like that just don't freeze. But also, Hot avocado. No, thank you.
All these fooligans doing that.
It's
Hot avocado.
gross.
Why?
I'm going to call out Pret once again. I say this 12 times a year. When they need to sort out, call out Pret a Manger. When Pret a Manger makes a toasty, I just want to like grab them by the hair and rub their nose in it like a dog that's done shit on the carpet and be like, would you eat this?
Yeah, yeah.
Would you actually eat this?
Yeah.
Because what was it before? The veggie option now is just cheese. It's just plain cheese with like some spring onions in it.
Tuck in, listeners. He's going to be 10 minutes here. Go on.
I love that your voice broke of the horror. No one wants cheese with a bit of spring onion. Give us cheese and tomato, okay? Just give us cheese and fucking tomato. But before that, it was brie and avocado. And yes, I am going to say it again. Brie and avocado are two separate flavour items that both taste vaguely like toilet.
I've heard this so many times.
Make them hot. Ugh.
Should we talk about Oat Milk Gate where you live? Should we go there?
Yeah, well, actually, do you know what? I told you. So my local Pret... Is it good to be boring on a podcast?
Too late now.
Is this fun? My local Pret is routinely terrible at updating its app, so you can never order an oat milk latte. Every time you click on latte, oat milk's not available because one day it just wasn't. They obviously ran out and then they never update it again. And I phone them and I say, Janet, it's still not on the fucking app. And she says, oh, I'll let them know. And she doesn't let them know and it never gets updated. And it had been like 3 months with no oat milk on the menu and I wasn't able to order my latte. So I sent a letter to head office. And they got back to me and were like, thank you for letting us know that this has been a persistent issue. We are going to address it with the store staff. And it has been on that menu every single day since. Delicious. Thank you.
Did you see the email about Pret being like, I love that you guys are giving a call out to Pret. I love that no one talks about the fact that they killed 2 people by not putting all the ingredients on.
Right, I'm going to defend Pret here. Yeah, there was that girl that ate a sesame thing.
Yeah.
And it didn't have sesame on the ingredients.
Yeah.
And she got on a plane.
Yeah.
And therefore they weren't able to like have doctors attend her, which is obviously terrible.
Yeah.
But like any food, I'm sure McDonald's has killed people
of course,
from like a wrong ingredient. Okay, yeah, horrible. Yeah. Horrible frozen avocado death to it.
Your sin bin?
My sin bin, the thing I absolutely hate, people coming up with quotes that they clearly think are so profound, where they've been like, live your life like a candle sitting on a windowsill, be a light to other people, but also a light inside. And then they take that and they put it on their Instagram and then they put by a nun. Yeah. As if it was like Shakespeare, as if it was Martin Luther King, and it's absolutely not. It's like Carol 63
Nobody
from
knows
Slap.
who wrote it originally.
No. And then the new one, and this is what like young people are doing, they'll be like, they say, someone said, if he loves you, he'll get back to you. Yeah. They say. It's like, no one said, you said it. Yeah. You said it. And you're putting that because you think it's really profound. You think people are going to be like, oh, wow. And who was it that said it? Was it Lao Tzu? It winds me up so much. And I always think, you're not clever. You're not special. You're not a philosopher. No. You had a profound thought while you were having a shit.
Exactly.
And then you've put it on your little Instagram over a picture of like someone else's living room with like some light coming through the window. Shut up. Yeah. Yeah. And also just trying to be deeper by pretending it's a non. Like, no one really knows. Well, those are our sin bins. I am so clammy. We've been, I was 10 minutes late. I'll put my hands up. I missed my train. I had to rush straight into the studio on a 28-degree day. And literally sit down and barrel into recording this podcast. We had no time to adjust the lighting. I'm so sorry for what you're seeing at home, everyone. Of Dane. This is the part of the episode where we turn our evil eye upon you, our deviled eggs. We've asked you to write in and tell us your confessions and grievances, and let we, the Infernal Aunties, the elderly ladies of Misrule, judge you. If you wanted to send us in a little confession, you can do that to judgment@hellpod.com. You can go to our website, www.hellpod.com, and use the anonymous form there, or you can find us at socials on socials at the Hellpod. Well done, you. Thank you. Well done. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. For goodness sake! Are you the demon? Let us find out. I'm going to read the first one. Are you ready, Dane? Scottish accent you were going to do it, wasn't it? Yeah. I was going to do my elderly lady accent. Darling aunties, above whom let none be held. Lovely beginning. I was at a gig the other night, the O2, in the seated section, very, very close to the standing section. For some reason, I took a distinct and overwhelming dislike to a girl in the standing section, some 20 feet from where I was sitting. She was being loud, obnoxious, and grinding on a random passerby.
Was it me?
I could have left her to get her just desserts, but darling aunties, a compulsion overtook me. Knowing that a particularly rowdy song was yet to be played, and knowing that on previous evenings said song instigated an arena-wide flurry of people throwing their drinks in the air, I scurried off to the bar. Okay. Returning with a pint of cider, blood orange flavoured no less. Love the campness of that. I waited. The song arrived, the arena whipped into a frenzy, and I hurled that full pint with all my might in the direction of my nemesis. Darlings, I did not hit her. Instead, I hit someone much closer to me, having wildly overestimated my strength and aim. My unwitting target was a man of, I reckon, 50 years and bespectacled. Cider is so sticky, I watched in horror as this poor man tried unsuccessfully for the rest of the concert to clear his lenses of my sugary ammunition. My intentions were pure, but my aim was fucked. Given that, am I the demon?
Probably.
Yeah. That's so funny.
That's so
Love
funny.
the intention of getting that bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I absolutely know we've talked about people having a hot back of the head.
Yeah. Yeah,
There
we
are also
have.
people where you see them and you go, I fucking hate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That back of the head.
Also, the same people at concerts that decide to give us their rendition of the artist's song. So, I paid to listen to Bjork, not you, darling.
Yeah.
Do you know
Shut
what I mean?
up.
Yeah.
Side note, have you seen the clips coming up recently of Bjork
No.
DJing sets?
Oh my God, yes,
and it's
I
like
have.
drilling sounds,
Yeah.
construction noise.
People paying hundreds of pounds, so
Hundreds of pounds,
excited.
and, they're all, and some like diehard fans are trying to do a dance to it, but it's not music. Like you physically, it's just like
Yeah, and there's a nursery rhyme as well at one point. It's like, of course, it's Bjork. Gorgeous. Well, they're welcome to hell.
You're welcome to hell. I think you kind of are the demon, but
Yeah.
also love your intentions with
Icon.
that.
Love the writing there as well.
Yeah. Maybe just go and get another cider next time and try again.
Cider. Blood orange cider.
Blood orange cider, how camp.
Well, I have a letter.
Yeah, go on.
Let me just fully swallow my cocktail there, and I have. Hello, darlings. A few years ago, my sister got pregnant. When planning the baby shower, she asked that if I come, I didn't invite my partner, as she was inviting friends from work and didn't want them to know I was gay. Darlings, she'd have to be naive to think no one would guess. I was furious, but I'd be damned if I wasn't going to get revenge. I decided to help out my stressed sister by offering to sort out the gift list. I went along with the general requests, blankets, cardigans, teddies, so on, but told everyone my sister adores rainbows and really wanted a rainbow-themed nursery for her little slug. I thought there was a different word there at the end there. Oh, a little slut. The joy of seeing her open gift after gift covered in rainbows will remain with me forever. Rainbow potties, rainbow cot blankets, rainbow lampshade, rainbow baby grows. Someone even made a huge rainbow cake. It was like a pride festival, had one too many tequilas and vomited over mothercare. My sister was livid, but I explained it away as we didn't know the slug's gender, so rainbows were the obvious choice. She knew exactly what I'd done, but could do nothing because she was too busy trying to impress. She didn't speak to me for a very long time. Another blessing. For context, every birthday, Christmas, Easter, so on, my sister and her brat will without fail receive rainbow-inspired gifts from family and friends. It's beautiful. It's the sin that keeps on giving. Please say there's a special place in hell for me and my partner whose idea it was.
Oh, divine.
Yes, there is.
There is. I mean, I don't think you even did anything wrong, but I think because
we
you,
need these friends in
the
our
gay,
lives.
and obviously being a gay, you're welcome down here.
course.
You're certainly not going up there. That's so delicious. But also, who the fuck is your sister?
Oh my God, what a bitch.
And it says like a few years ago. So like,
yeah.
At most, still post 2010s.
Yeah.
Where does she work?
Yeah. And also, like, what a vile creature extending her shame onto your siblings.
Yeah, I don't want, and also the fact that all her colleagues brought rainbows, they're clearly
Yeah.
fine with it.
I hope the child grows up to be the queerest queer, to make
Yeah.
me look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
The queerest little queerling.
Have you seen the video of the little gay boy who must be like 11 years old, and he's like interviewing people on the street, but he's like, yeah, trap, rap, up, up, up. Like,
my God,
he's, like,
no.
mincing and like voguing along.
gorgeous.
I hope it's him. I hope it's like another one of him.
Have you seen the young lad who has two gay daddies? And he speaks to them in like gay slang.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Queen Kiki. That's absolutely gorgeous. Really good revenge. And also, isn't it lovely when a revenge plan continually gives in the future?
Yeah, pays dividends down the
Yeah.
line. That's so
And I love in the
delicious.
moment that the sibling was like, I know what you've done, and I can't show face. I'm showing face, so I can't react.
Yeah, and
Gorgeous.
also look at all. That is the point for your sister to come forward and go, I'm so sorry. Look at how lovely they all were.
Yeah.
I've obviously had issues here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so funny. Good for you.
Well,
End of the episode.
end of everything.
End of everything. I'm a
End
little bit
of
drunk off
today.
this cocktail you've made.
It's really nice, actually. It's really. Also, it's a summary. Should we get shit faced today?
Fucking shit
Should we get
faced.
absolutely fucking shit faced today?
I think there's something about like the chaos of me plowing into the room and having to like,
Your
sit
hair.
down and be like, oh, my hair. The chaos of my hair.
No, there is, and also we drank quite a bit today,
Yeah.
quite quickly.
And like, and then sort of having like a fast-paced
Fuck it, let's get up on this table and let's go.
We've got 8 minutes before they'll kick us out of Spotify Studios. Let's just do a little. The chaos of that, the heat, the cocktail. I feel like I've just had a sort of
Yeah.
boozy kind of manic garden party. Or
I can
something.
also tell when we're like in a bold, naughty mood. Just knock things over.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Remember
where-
when you told me off earlier and told me to hurry up, and now we have 8 minutes before the end of the episode? That.
You never let go. You froze for a minute and I just didn't know what was happening.
Well, I was trying to think of something funny to say after you told us a long philosophical quote that wasn't funny.
In some community. I couldn't even tell you the quote. I didn't know who said it. I didn't know what it was. That's why I need you in my life, Daniel. That's why
Well-
the gods guided me to this beautiful outreach worker.
This elderly little outreach worker. Well, we've got a few minutes. Do you want to say anything? Anything else you want to share with the group?
When I was 9, No, I don't.
Have you listened to the soundtrack of this musical we're about to see? Reader. We'll give you a little review.
Yes.
Next episode of Hades Town. I saw it, the original London version, a few years ago at the National, and we're not going to the National today. We're going to
Oh, are we not going to?
somewhere else. I don't think it's at the National.
Oh, God, I decided in my head it was at
I
the
had
Nash.
two, and that's why I discussed
Do
that
you have the
restaurant near the
tickets?
National.
Do you have the tickets? You have the tickets.
You
yeah.
have them.
I don't have the tickets.
I emailed them to you. Yeah. I've got
Oh my
them.
God.
I've got them.
We may go to see the play tonight.
No, we'll give our review.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the soundtrack?
I haven't listened to the soundtrack.
Oh, good. Oh,
yeah.
it'll be fresh.
Yeah. And there's a lot. You're not going to be one of those bitches that watches me the whole time for the reaction.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm going to
those-
sit at a right angle. Like on our very first episode of this podcast where we're seated next to each other rather than opposite and we look like Roman coins. Go back to episode 1 if you want to see that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I hate that so much. Hey, great future sin bin.
Yes.
People that watch you while you're watching
Yes.
something.
I mean, listen, I've also been that bitch when I made my parents watch Hedwig and the Angry Inch
Yes,
and the
but
Madonna
like
concert.
you do it subtly.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, I'll do it, but I'll be like...
Pause. What was your favourite? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's going to be a lot to review coming up because I have managed to get us some Hershey's chocolate.
Yeah.
We've got some Irish chocolate. We've got some Mexican candy coming. We've got lots of different
There's
things
lots
to
of...
try.
Yeah, we'll do some little taster bits. Well, I
taster.
should bring something in. Maybe I'll bake something.
Maybe you'll bake something. Maybe a ginger loaf.
Oh, yeah, we've been talking about...
A
anyway.
name.
Ginger loaf. Well, hey, listener. As you heard, it's the end of the podcast. We're right at the end. We're absolutely slaughtered. God, it's not... Well, maybe it's very strong knowing you.
Well, there's 4 shots of vodka in it, each
Okay,
one. So yeah.
There we go. That is all from us. If you liked this, be sure to check back.
If you
for new
like it, be
episodes.
sure to check.
But if you like this, be sure to check back for new episodes every single Thursday. And if you want to earn yourself a VIP place in hell, my God, why don't you subscribe to our Patreon? Why haven't you already? Quite frankly. You can find it at www.patreon.com/thehellpod. And what do you get for that? Well, you get an extra episode every month.
Yeah.
You get special little discounts on future things that we will be doing in season 2. Very exciting.
Extra
Coming up.
videos, extra posts.
Extra videos, extra posts. You get extended guest episodes, and you get our eternal infernal love. Prices
Some
start
dating tips from me.
and
potentially.
dating tips from Dane. Prices start at a mere 75 pence per week. I'm so sorry for you and your listeners, Dane. That's half a day's pension.
For goodness sake! And remember what we'd love more than anything is if you'd share this with your friends, fly away, tell your friends, tell everyone.
Share this with your friends. Fly away. Tell your friends.
Did I say
Speak to a
it like
friend.
that? Speak to a friend. Love friends, love people. People are... No, we are at 900 stars. aren't
Yeah,
we?
on Spotify reviews.
How gorgeous would that be to make it 1,000?
I feel by end of season 1,
Oh, wow.
we could be. How
Yeah.
nice would that be?
We are only 100 stars, so please star us, review us, tell everyone, spread the word. So many people send us messages saying, I told my friend about this, I told my friend
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
so nice.
So many people have also said, can I retract my letter about my friend because she now loves it as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please, can you not read out that conversion?
Yeah,
I sent
yeah,
because my friend
basically.
listens to this
But
now.
just spread the word, please. It doesn't cost you anything and you get 2 gays.
I love that we're using guilting.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you anything.
Cost you anything, and we want to get to 1,000.
Finally, as always, if you wanted to submit any confessions or grievances for our Infernal Judgment, as I said, hellpod.com. Judgment@hellpod.com. You can send us an email or find our socials at the Hellpod. Thank you as always to Spotify
Really
for allowing us
showing
to
off
use
now.
their studios. I am showing off. To Auburn Jam, who made our fabulous music, and to our producer, Yanis. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Kisser, kisser.